So a little bit of background about this video before I started. This started with the Oscar nominations, which came out this week. A lot of people rose a stink about it because it was quite white. All the top acting nominations, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor and Actress, as well as directors, were all white. Same could probably be said for the movies. Predominantly white cast, not a lot of minorities. So, as I said, some people rose a stink about it, and one of them was Jada Pinkett Smith, who says that she will not attend and will not watch the Oscars. She's calling for people to boycott it. Well, a lot of people applauded Mrs. Jada Pinkett Smith for saying this, but one of them who didn't was actress Janet Hubert, who went to Facebook to complain about what Jada Pinkett Smith had said, and that's where we are. So I'm going to be talking about Mrs. Hubert and what she had to say, which I did not like one bit. Damn it, Janet, you were just mean. Why are you picking on Jada Pinkett Smith? I mean, I listened to your video, and yes, there is so much more important stuff going on than who got nominated for an award and who's not going to show up at the Academy Awards. But still, I think the fact that you've got no minorities nominated for the Academy Award is something that people should be complaining about. You know, what you're saying is, oh, well, we should be worried about all this other stuff. Sure, fine, but that'd be like me saying to people in Flint, Michigan, whose water supply is just contaminated with lead and people are getting sick, oh, come off it. You haven't got it as bad as the people in Syria who are getting their heads chopped off and being starved to death and their testicles removed and shoved down their throat and turned into sex slaves. See? Yeah, the people of Flint, Michigan, they deserve some of our attention. We need to be keeping an eye on that situation, helping them out. And the same can be said for the Syrian refugees and people in Syria and Iraq and what they're going through. And so many others, like the Buffalo Bills cheerleaders. Still with you, ladies. And they're struggling for better wages and being treated better. And the same, on some small level, can be said for the actresses and actors of Hollywood, whether they be minorities or not. I mean, you were a film actress. You were Harriet Winslow in Family Matters, weren't you? Well, it seems to me there might be some problems with the business, and these nominations is a reflection of that. I mean, it's not just that they're not getting nominated, it's that minorities are not getting better parts, they're not getting to star in big-time movies, they're not being trusted to write movies, and direct, and so on and so on. And these nominations, well, sometimes that helps raise the profile of an actress or an actor or a director or a writer, and, well, if the minorities aren't getting nominated, then their profiles aren't being risen. And people like Jada Pinkett Smith are trying to draw attention to that. You said yourself you thought Idris Elba should have been nominated for an award. I don't know about that myself. I saw his performance. I thought it was a bit street. But yes, there were other actors and actresses. I mean, like Michael B. Jordan. Why didn't he get nominated for his work in The Fantastic Four? Or, you know, Emma Stone, an Asian American actress in Aloha. I thought she did excellent in that and should have been nominated. Why is it some of the same people are getting nominated over? I mean, I love J-Law, Jennifer Lawrence, right? She got nominated this year. This is like the third nomination. I think she's won once, and then she didn't win the other year. But, you know, this movie that she was in, Joy, right? I saw it. I thought she did good. I thought she carried the film. If it had been any other actress, I would have been watching that film and I was like, oh my God, this is about the making of a fucking mob. And I would have just walked out of that movie theater. But J-Law, I stayed to watch her in that movie. Now, does she deserve an Academy Award for that? Does she deserve a nomination? I'm like, it's a movie about a mop, for crying out loud. Why did she get nominated? I mean, you could have put someone else in that position, and maybe that could have gone to a minority. Like I said, like her friend, Emma Stone, the Asian American actress from Aloha. So, Jada Pinkett Smith is one of the people I said before that she's just kind of protesting the Academy Awards and their lack of nominations for minorities. And why is that a bad thing? I mean, if people don't watch the Academy Awards, maybe the movie theater tycoons will get it through their heads. They're like, well, this can't be good for business. They're not watching the Academy Awards. They're not buying into their movies aren't any good. They'll be boycotting them next. And then they start thinking, well, they're upset that we're not nominating minorities, and we're not giving them good parts, and we're not, having them write and direct. Maybe we should do that more to get the people back into the theaters. Smart. But now, let's discuss the elephant in the room. It seems to me you don't really have a problem with Jada Pinkett Smith. You have a problem who she picked as a husband. A former co-star of yours. I think there was a little animosity between the two of you. You brought it up in the video and you said, oh, this isn't about that. But I think it was a little bit about that. Well, now, Jada Pinkett Smith maybe may marry someone you don't like, but I don't see the way you got to hold that against her. So that's all I'm going to say on that. As far as me watching the Academy Awards, well, I wasn't going to watch them anyway. I mean, Chris Rock is hosting. Why would you want to watch it if it's hosted by Chris Rock or someone like him? And I just meant a foul-mouthed comedian. Nothing more.